Hi.
Hi.
Can you see my white teeth?
Here we are in, where are we?
San Ignacio.
San Ignacio in the Coyote district of Belize. We haven't given you an update for a while, so I'm just going to sort of rattle off a few things that we've been up to, getting into trouble here in Belize. Last you've heard, I think we're in Tobacco Key off the coast of Dangriga, still on the coast, and we're now heavily into the jungle part of Belize and on the border with Guatemala. After Tobacco Key, we went back to Dangriga and then head straight to Hopkins, which was a cool little spot. We actually met a nice couple in Tobacco Key, and their names were...
No, it was in Dangriga. They went out to Tobacco Key with us.
Yeah, and their names were...
And I got absolutely drenched towards Tobacco Key. Did we already mention that?
Probably.
It was a big thing. I won't mention that again. We went there with Xander and Kate.
Yeah, so
from England.
We met Xander and Kate from England and decided to travel with them to Hopkins. We stayed at different places. We stayed at the Funky Dodo Hostel, which is a whole other story. We should probably be separate.
Terrible. I wrote a scathing review on it. So.
Yeah. But we did have a good time there with them and spent the night there. Then we went to Placencia, where we spent like probably a week, I think, between
almost a week. Yeah,
Omar's and Lydia's. And the nice thing about that was I finally got to catch up with Kevin. Kevin was there. He was on his way from Honduras and Guatemala to Belize. So we got a few nights out on the piss, as they say. And we had actually a nice guest house in Lydia's with.
Yeah, but before we went Omar's, which is a complete dive.
They also got a skating review.
They also no, they didn't actually, not yet. No. But the one in Key Corker got a bad review too, because he made us go to a different tour that we didn't go to. Didn't want to go to, the whole manatee issue.
Yeah, a whole other long story.
Yes.
Anyways, to keep a relatively long story relatively short, we're heading into Guatemala tomorrow. Claudia and I discovered a few things today with our potential future plans, and we may be cutting our travel plans short, but we're going to keep you in lots of suspense as to what that means. And we may be heading to a different country.
People are going to be thinking all sorts.
To a different continent.
I'm not pregnant.
Nor are we getting married.
No.
But nevertheless, we have some plans that might be changing around the fall. But for the foreseeable future, we're still traveling on. So that's all for now, and we'll update you again once we're in Guatemala if we get the internet and that kind of stuff.
And this is what Alan does with a toothpick while he's talking to you.
Tell him about Black people.
Oh, and we found a dog. More like the dog found us. We were walking around San Ignacio one day, and he just kept following us around, and that happens quite a lot here. But this dog just kept following us around, and then he would protect us from all the scary bikes that possibly might want to kill us.
Or people running, or
people
cars.
Running, or cars, or bikes. He would just like literally like he bit one guy in the leg, didn't he? He wouldn't let go.
It just somehow became our dog. And even after we came back to the hotel, we wake up the next day and we found him every day that we've been here. We found him.
It's a her, but we keep calling it him. I don't know why, but I called him Terminator because he's so vicious with the bikes.
Yeah, but he's so nice to us. He's a really sweet dog.
Yeah, and then I fed him some pizza the other day, which Alan didn't approve of. But the dog is very happy, and every time we go out, he's there, and he follows us around, and we do little walks around the block, and he's always there, and he even sits sometimes when he feels like it, and I say sit, and he wags his tail. Very cute.
Decided we'll probably get a dog. So.
Yeah, we'll get a dog. I'd like to keep this dog, but it's a bit difficult with the old plane and stuff, and the old border things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all for now, and we'll update you again sometime soon.
Oh, and Alan cut my hair. Look at this.
Success. It actually does look a lot better than that.